Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Jay back again with another video. In today's video we are not on the R7, we're not working on the 1982 Honda Hawk, we're not working on the Audi. As you can see, we're back in the E46. I haven't done many videos on this car in the past little bit, and I plan to do a couple of them now in the next upcoming months, maybe during December as well for Vlogmas. However, this will most likely be the final year for this E46. Mechanically, it's mostly fine. Most of it, the only issue I have with it is the paint. The clear coat is starting to fade and chip way too much. I could get it the painted, but I'm pretty much thinking I may part this out and keep the parts for another E46. I plan on getting I have a box of parts for this car that have been in this car and in the garage for pretty much over a year. I've had these parts, I've been building them up, and these parts have been piling up, but now I have some time this week, next month, and the month after to pretty much go through them and any other parts that I may plan to get. And yeah, that's the thing with this car. First things first, will show you what parts we have. Most part the car's fine, there's no mold anymore. We got rid of that with the deep clean of the carpets and the seats and everything. That's all gone, and I'm currently have it on a battery booster thing that I have to let the battery charge up a bit so we can start it. The interior of the car still clean, still pretty clean. Probably clean up a bit more now because it's been a couple of months. It's just been sitting here. We haven't used the car at all. But the seats are fine. I really like the stitching. I want to see if I can restore that on these seats. The Mazda, that's from the Mazda tribute we had. Back, still good, perfectly fine. The steering wheel, I still have the original one. I still want to restore that and swap that back in. That's on the list. The mirrors on this car, ever since we purchased them, the motors on them to angle them and everything don't work. I don't even know if these have them, but it feels like the button over there, it does have a button right over there. It doesn't seem to work. So what I did, I went to a scrapyard a while back because they had this exact car, exact year, exact model, and I stripped it down for as many parts as I could that I needed. There weren't a lot on there. The main thing I wanted was the seats, but because these seats are electrical and I didn't have the battery in the car, I couldn't strip those out. Those would have been fantastic. That's the car I got the steering wheel from and some of the trim from and everything, but I wasn't able to get that. On that car, I was able to pick up these mirrors, so I picked these up, have the wiring, have everything on it. Everything seems good. And also picked these up from Amazon because color won't match. So I bought these cheap Amazon fake carbon fiber mirror caps. These will look good on that, and it beats having white mirrors on a silver BMW. So I'm just gonna swap those out, and as you guys can see with the paint, the clear coat is starting to peel now on the doors as well, which is one of the things that is giving me an irk, but it is a hinder beater car, so no real issue with that. I don't really care about that much. This car performance wise has been a reliable tank, and performance wise this car has been a reliable vehicle. Whenever we've needed it, insured it, just a small bit of work, and it is back up on the road again. New tires, new brakes. I should definitely do the brakes. I haven't done those in years on this car. I think at least 5 years. So we're going to do the brakes on this car too, probably in 2 weeks. I'm not going to spend a ton of money on it immediately. I don't need the car immediately. Right now, I'm still riding the R7 to work and everything, and going out, I use the R7. We also have Big Blue. It runs rough. It runs really lean. You can smell the fuel burning, but it still runs and everything, so that's good. But this is the main thing. These are from the Mustang. I still have these. They're on sale. No one's been buying them for some reason. It's fine. Eventually I'm going to buy another Mustang, another 3rd gen S197. It is one thing on the list, probably in a couple years. I have more things on my mind right now that I need to purchase, so that's on the back burner. That's just one part that's going to stay from one Mustang to the other. But these, my guys and girls, are all parts for the BMW. The majority of them. These are all different parts I picked up from cars in the scrapyard. These are all parts I've picked up from the scrapyard, and they're just extra parts because parts for the E46 are getting harder and harder to find. Alright guys, so the first thing we do before we get to the actual mirrors on the car, I'm just going to be swapping out the mirror caps on these. So these are just unbolt on that and bolt these ones back in. So first thing you need to do, even if you were just doing this on the car itself, is pop open these mirrors. All you need is a flathead or a pry bar. You gently put it behind and pop open the mirror. There's a few prongs on the back right here that go on this. Just need to pop that out and then remove the wires for the heating element. Just need to remove the clips holding them in. It's just the clips, they'll be fine. So you just need to undo the clips and put those on. This is probably holding in this entire piece with the foam. I don't know. I still made them loose. I still made the bolts loose. You never know. And we'll just pop in the new one and see how it goes. Alright, so as it turns out, yep, it's just those 4 clips. Just push those clips down and push out, or pull out. So you push down those 4 clips and pull out the mirror cap. Then that's all it is. So do this one too. Put the mirrors back on, then show you the end results of these. Then we'll start to work on them on the E46 and remove the old ones and put on these new magnificent fake carbon fiber ones. Feels like the fitting isn't that bad. You see a bit of a gap here, or I may just need to push them in. The clips seem to be in for the most part, so can't complain too much. They were like 20 bucks on Amazon, so it's good for 20 bucks. It's good for 20 bucks while these are OEM original, so can't complain. 20 bucks versus OEM, yeah, it's fine. Plus, it's the winter beater. I don't plan to do too much to this car anymore. It's just to restore it, get it back on the road. Once it's back on the road for a few months, season, then plan to get another one and swap over any parts that I have on this that are good and strip it for all the extra parts that I could use and keep, and then store those away, and the shell will probably get sold or scrapped or whatever it is. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Catch you guys in the next clip. So here's the mirror for the left side and here's the mirror for the right side. Still need to put the mirrors in. Gonna put those in, then we'll get to that. Now for this, all we really need to remove, so to get to the mirror over here, we need to remove the door panel, and we need to remove this panel here. This panel goes all the way around to like up here. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way over there. There's this entire panel. We need to remove this, and we need to remove the door panel. To remove this, we need a T20 Torx bit. There are 3 to 4 screws. One's probably like, one of them is, there's somewhere here, I can't remember off the top of my head. There's some down here, some around here somewhere. There's one right there. Wherever you see this whole thing, that's one. Probably underneath here as well, if I remember correctly. Yep, there's a T20 right there, one right there, and I feel like there's more underneath here somewhere. Or it's beneath the trim. I have to look it up real quick. There's 3 or 4 of them. We need to remove those. Once you remove those, we can pull off the door panel. Remember to unhook the speaker and unhook the door handle. Once we get that, we can head towards this. For that, we need a pry bar and a 10mm socket, because there's 3 bolts inside here. I will show you when we get to that. Once we get that, we can pop that out, and once you get those 10mm bolts out, this entire mirror will fall out, so you have to hold it so you can unscrew it, then pull that out, then do the entire thing in reverse. So once we get to that part, do that. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what me in the past did, but anyways, there should be 5 T20 screws or bolts or whatever you want to call them in this. However, I have a Phillips head, missing one, a Phillips head, and a T15 bolt in there. So I can't remember if this was me or if it was someone else or if this was how I got it. But anyways, you have to remove all 5. All 5 should be in the same spot. There's 2 down here, 1 behind that cover thing there, and 2 up top there behind the trim. Same thing on the other side. However, on the other side, you need to remove the mirror controls as well. Unplug that too to get to the bolt in there. So I'm just going to do these, pop this off, and I'll get back to you guys real quick. So we have the door panel off. You can hear my dog barking in the background. My apologies for that. Anyways, there's this clip for the handle. I just pulled this off. Hopefully I didn't break it, but as you can see, there's clips for this. Down here, these are these clips here. Those should have come out too, I'm assuming, but not gonna assume too much. It's been a while since I have worked on the E46, so my knowledge on it is a bit bad from before. See the other cover thing here, it's been peeled off because I had replaced the window motor on this door as well. I've done them all except for the driver's side one, which is left. That's the last one. I have the part for it. That's on the list too. Anyways, we got these done. I should have disconnected the battery because of the airbag, but it should be fine. Anyways, we've got that done. These are the clips for the speakers. This one just pulls right out. This one you need to pinch it on both sides. Pinch it on both sides and pull it out. That's good. Now we just need to get to this speaker cover right here, and as you guys can see, the panel goes around here, so we need to pry this open. To pry this open, I'm going to do this by hand, and there are cables here. You can see we need to disconnect that, so possibly from here, if not from over there. I'm pretty sure we disconnected from here, so I'll get you guys in a minute. Alright, so what I figured out was there's no other clips. It's just me being stupid and just need to be pulled out from the side. It's just there's some the cutouts in there or something like that. Anyways, I removed the two T30 bolts for the speaker. The speaker's hanging there. Seems like there are wires for the mirror. So if we do that, remove those and see, that's all of these ones. These ones are for the mirror. So these ones are for the speaker up here, and these ones are for the mirror. So I just need to unplug it from here, from these wires right here. Just need to unplug it, and then do that T30 bolt there, and the whole thing will just pop right out. Alright, so all three bolts are now out. Now to remove the wire cable here, there's a small push thing in there, the square. You just push that in, and you can pull out the cabling for the mirror. Now all this is going to do, just use a wiggle and it'll pull right out. Well, it should have, but you got the covering thing there. Hold up, here we go. Here's the old mirror. Compare that to this. Compare the old mirror to the new one. This will honestly look much better. So I'm gonna put that one on now. It's just basically doing everything else in reverse, and I'll put this one on, show you guys the end result on this side. Then we can quickly switch over to the next one, and if I can get that in this video, perfect. If not, you guys know how to swap them out right here. They honestly don't look that bad. It would look much better if the car actually had decent paint, but they don't look that bad at all. Alright guys, so anyways, there does seem to be a difference with the one that I picked up, the actual mirror itself, not the cap, the mirror, and the one that's on the car. The one that's on the car has a different connector because it goes to the alarm. I'm assuming that's for the alarm or some other thing. Don't know what that is, but the connector on here is different, unless I'm doing it wrong. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the original mirror and just swap in. Gonna remove the cap, put that on that, and just put back on. Just do that. So honestly, I don't even need to remove the entire thing. So I'm just gonna put this all back together and just do it from the outside. Be right back. Alright, so here's the one on the right side, and here's the one on the left side. The left side one had a bit of an issue, but we figured it out. The old one, the insulation piece was like stuck onto this and going bad, so I just removed the entire thing. So there's no insulation on the inside here, no padding, but the fitment is a little bad. This one here wouldn't go in all the way, but I think if I push it around to mess it around a little bit, it should be good. But honestly, from a foot away, can't tell the difference. From really far away, you honestly can't tell any difference. They just look good. Paint doesn't look good, but the mirrors themselves do. So with that being said, that's the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys in the next video. All right, see ya.